Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs, one digital footprint at a time. Celebrations by Sally. You're my best friend.
Francesca.
How you doing, Sally? How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Well,
all right, tell us more about Celebrations by Sally.
Well, Celebrations by Sally was born 2 years ago.
All right.
And it kind of happened out of nowhere. I had kind of an unfortunate life circumstance that happened, and really started thinking about what is it that I'm passionate about, what is it that I want to do at this point in my life, and I just started thinking about the things that are important to me, and it's my family and the things that I do, and I've always enjoyed celebrating all types of events. And so I thought, you know what? I used to do events on the corporate level, which I loved, and I'm very passionate about branding, and I thought I can, take my skills and do it on my own, and that's kind of how it all started.
And let me ask you this, though, because you were doing this at the corporate level, as you say, and you had been doing this for a long time, I would imagine. And so,
what do you mean by that exactly?
Over 5 years, maybe less than
Yes.
10? How about that?
Okay.
I'm a diplomat first and foremost.
All right.
And so you're doing this for a while, and we're defined by a wild man, and then something happens in your life, right? And you decide, you know what? I am going to take charge of my life. And the reason that I say this and emphasize this is because a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this show, they're like, I want to be inspired by that individual. I want to be inspired. I want to hear what happened to that individual that made her or him jump from corporate, and just fly on their own. And so that's what happened to you.
Correct.
So there you are. Take me to that first day when you are there on your own. And you got to build a business 2 years ago. What happened?
It's funny. It's so many different emotions, and it's scary, but it's exciting.
Right.
And all of a sudden, in corporate America, you wear maybe one hat, maybe two hats, but all of a sudden now you're wearing every hat. And although it's very fun, you just think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? And I think you just have to really believe in yourself, be dedicated, and persevere. And then, we're always learning. I'm still learning and as I build. But to surround yourselves with the right people. So, just networking and meeting people and bringing them into your business in whatever aspect makes sense for you is key, because you can't do it. I can't do it all on my own.
Describe a little bit more for those of us who do not know exactly all that you do, because you do wedding planning, you do event planning. What else?
Correct. So there's basically 3 parts of my business. So I do corporate event planning, which is very brand focused. Then I have social events, which would incorporate pretty much anything, like my mom's birthday today, or anniversary parties, or showers, or all types of events like that. And then weddings are kind of its own separate category. So
here's my skeptic self talking, right? And I'm like, all right, so why do I need an event planner? I could I could just go down to Costco and get that the party platter, right? And
yes, you could.
Call down the street at my Mexican friends right down the street. They have the party place right down there. Hey, send me some 50 chairs. Planning done, right?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, my party sounds like a total failure.
It depends on the level of your party, right?
Oh yeah, mine is like really low. But you got it all refined. You got it all good. You got it all down and down to the science.
So there's lots of advantages of hiring an event planner, right? So number one, most people that are planning events, a lot of times for corporations, it's somebody's secretary who's doing it. So she really doesn't have time to plan it. She probably hasn't, even if she's done it before, she may not know all, have all the details that she might need. And another advantage of working with event planners is we know the right people to send you to, the professional people to send you to, the people that are going to show up and do a great job. And we have all different people in our toolbox, so to speak. So I've got somebody at different price levels too, and somebody with the right personality for your event. So all those things are really important. And at the end of the day, how many times do you throw a party? I don't know. And you're so stressed out, and
you don't enjoy it.
You don't have fun at your own party, and that's not any good either.
You wind up, taking care of. You're the bartender, you're the caterer, you're everything, and what you're not is the host. And so what you do is you free up the time for the host or hostess to play that host or hostess role where everybody else is taken care of by you. So logistically, you solve that issue.
Absolutely.
All right, so how did you find you had this skill of catering as well? I mean, why not something else? Why not a doctor? Why not an architect? Why not a pilot? Why this?
Why event planning? You know, it's funny. I think just because I grew up with such great, strong women role models around me, and they all embraced celebrations and planning and really hosting great events. And I think I grew up in a family like that, and I loved it myself. So even though it was always there, it just took a major event for me to go, hello, wake up. But it's just something I'm passionate about, I love doing. And it's fun. You know, some people don't like the whole planning thing, and it's very detailed. I mean, it drives some people crazy, but to me, planning is fun. So
you have to have a special talent. Well, not only talent, but a special type of personality to plan, because things will go wrong.
Oh, absolutely. When I get a client that says I expect perfection, I will say I will do all that I can to make sure that this event is perfect, but I will guarantee you there are things that go on behind the scenes. I feel like I'm like the duck, you know, on the pond, that I look like I'm swimming along and everything's great, and underneath, you know, I'm going like this, like crazy.
So because things can go wrong, and they will go wrong. So you have to have backup plans, and you have to have that talent to be able to mask it in such a way that from the host or hostess point of view, it's so smooth that nothing is happening here. Only you are stressed. Only you can afford to be stressed.
That's exactly right. You really need to portray this image of you're calm, and because, you know, if you're stressed out, then whether it's your bride or whoever your host is, they're going to be nervous, and you don't want that. So, as
an entrepreneur, now you're wearing many hats. What is the one lesson that you learned? You jumped from corporate America to having your own business. What is the one lesson that you learned in this past 2 years as an entrepreneur that you wish you had known 2 years ago when you started this thing?
I think as entrepreneurs, we have a very strong feeling that we can do it all. And I think women tend to be that way as well. You know, we're sometimes wives, we're mothers, we are used to juggling so many things. We multitask like crazy. And we think we're really good at that. And I think ultimately the lesson here is that I might be good at certain things, but other things I'm not. And so you need to give that up and find the right people to help you with that. Because my events are successful because I have a fabulous assistant. I work with great event professionals. And I've worked really hard to find the right clients that are a good fit for me, because I may not be the right fit for you. If you want to go to Costco and get your chairs, you go right ahead.
I'm just the worst client for you, man. I'm talking Costco, I'm talking the party place right down the street.
And that's okay. You know, that's probably not the right fit for me. But you know, all those things together, but I mean, I really work hard to surround myself with people who can help me, because I can't do it all, and I can't be successful totally on my own.
And as an entrepreneur, then you're learning that by bringing in talent or surrounding yourself with people that are as talented as you are, or even more, then your life is going to be as easier.
Right. It just makes for a better, a more successful event all around.
Where,
for sure.
Where do you see Sally's Creations in 5 years?
Oh, that's a big question. We talk about it a lot, actually. I love the marketing aspect, and so I love to go out and find new clients, and I love the design aspect of my business. I love the creative part. Whether I will, how big I will expand is still yet to be determined, because, you know, with the number of, you know, I think my sweet spot right now is 20 to 25 events a year. I don't know that I want to increase the number of events necessarily. So, you know, once you start doing more and more, you have to bring a bigger team on, and that's, you know, a lot more responsibility. So we'll see. The jury's out.
We're going to have to bring you back, because you got to tell me some of the best parties that you had, who you threw the parties for, and also there got to be some horrific things that might have happened, and that's right there is the song. I tell you what, we'll pick that up in our radio show, because you're going to be a guest on our radio show. We'll pick that up, and
perfect,
because our radio show is kind of X-rated, so you.
Oh, okay, but you know they're all.
I mean R-rated. Did I say X?
You said X. I hope it's R. I'm in trouble.
I hope so too. You never know with me, man. But that's all right. So we'll be in touch. Celebrations by Sally, man. I appreciate it.
Thank
Great
you.
Story. With that, we're out.